They're on the floor right there. I was wondering where they were at. Couldn't find them. All right, people, how are we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. The company is Crystal Ridge Technology Screens. We got work to do today. So, I have to be out back to spray the new technology. I should get 2 screens I got to spray. So I'll be out back to spray the new technology today. Let me see, where the freak, make sure he's on lockdown, because man, he'll do some crazy stuff. I know my cat does some really weird stuff. Let me see. This on the floor. And I need these and this, and we're going to do 2 tables in here. Oh man, come on man, everything got to be a mess in here. Organize everything here every single day, and still got to deal with craziness. All right, be up early in the morning before the heat gets up. We can get this done. This coated perfectly, perfect coating. We're not worrying about that bar in the middle because you won't see that once we that'll be gone. All right, we got that one finished, that one done. That's the one we put on Instagram. I got the 13K likes. I'm sorry, 13K views, 150, or now it's 160 likes on it. So we're going to be breaking up on how we're going to be shooting these videos. I think I'm going to put certain videos on Instagram and certain videos here, because there's certain places we can go, we can post, and we don't get hit with strikes. Facebook is not too bad. YouTube is really, really bad. You can't show any movie trailers, you can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, that's the whole purpose. I don't like doing the 4K demonstrations, but again, we can't do any movie trailers, because if we do any, we get hit. So that's it. We can't do them over here. Once in a blue moon, I want to show you, but we got them over on Instagram. Instagram, as long as we play and within the guidelines, because I read through the guidelines, all the I don't want to break anybody's copyright rules, because I myself am a sticker for somebody touching my stuff. So we read through their little forms and all that stuff like that, and basically you have to show so many minutes of it. So it has to be really short. Can't be too long. Can't be showing an entire movie, because they'll come and get you. It has to be short. But until then, I have a friend of mine who knows how people are able to show those trailers. Other people besides the movie business. We just need their permission and to explain to what our company does and so and so and so. And he said, pretty sure what you already do already, I don't think there's going to be a problem with them. You advertise for them. So that's what we're working on, because then that'll give us pass on YouTube to show movies, whatever we want to show, trailers, whatever we want to show with our technology. So that's what the whole corporate license is for, because a corporate license allows you to be able to move about the business world without too much red tape. That's what they're for. On other things on top of that too. Perks on shipping, like that. We'll get motorized projection screens, get those perks, the same perks they get, stuff like that. So yeah. All right. And this is why I can't explain it enough. And for those people who do understand, this is very important. The shenanigans of carrying yourself that way, this is what can hurt you in business, because if they decide to do a check on you or this, that, and the other, and these things happen to pop up of these bad business practices, this could hurt you really, really bad. So this person already has damaged himself beyond belief. He's finished. He's done. Those remarks and the craziness. I couldn't believe I had that many emails, messages in my account like that. Mind you, all this happened when I was doing the test. So while we're doing the test demonstration on the screen, we're taking inside and outside and all the tests we're doing, this guy is hitting my account up like crazy. And that's the kind of stuff that will hurt you in the long run. They're not going to give you these licenses if you're basically doing that kind of stuff. But let's move on. It's not about that. We got things to do today. I found out something pretty interesting yesterday with fake projectors and real projectors combined, how they can be used for a new different form of visual effects. But we're going to talk about that later. All right, so what we got to do now is we need to stand. Just walk right past it, because I can't walk around this all day. I got to go up front. I got to get myself another bucket to put the screen underneath of it. Get this thing coated, because I got 2 screens to do. You want to help out by any chance? Well, you want to help out? Because I'll give you a Canon That would be fun to watch. What we got going on out front? Everybody show up? Francis? No, Francis is nowhere to be found, buddy. But I'm gonna leave the door open and get Francis some food just in case when Francis comes up. Man, a year and a half. That's how long I've been feeding this stray cat, about a year and a half. He finally got up to the door now. He's coming up to the door, right up to the door and laying down. So now I got to put a little padding area out there for him to sit down. Or I'll build him something to lay down on. But finally, he's starting to trust me a little bit. All right, excuse me, Taco. Thank you. See that there's not enough bird food in here because that stuff should have been gone by now. The raccoons didn't even eat that. Maybe that might not be there. So hopefully, if I can get Francis to trust me, that's what I named Mr. Francis. If I can get Mr. Francis to trust me, I can take him to the vet, get him fixed up, and bring him in. Mr. Francis, right? I think Mr. Francis is Taco's father. He looks about it. He got the same markings as Taco. But this is what my little outside area looks like now, because that's for the cats, that's for the birds and the squirrels. So we get a bunch, probably about 30 birds will land on the porch. We'll get about 4 or 5 squirrels and 30 birds. And he'll go up here. Where do you go? Oh, he'll come up here and he'll watch his animals. Up here's the first one for today. There is the first visitor for today. Hey, what's up, Patches? That is Patches. Patches is the first squirrel that I was feeding since 2019. He's domesticated. I can go outside, nothing. The cats don't even bother with him. Had a cat come out. I was sitting there. I was worrying about the cat attacking the dog, cat and the squirrel, and the cat sat there right next to it, and they ate together. That's why I said there's food out there for them. They don't kill each other. All right, let's get started with this. It's just like one day I saw 2 red-tailed hawks laying right next to a bunch of squirrels. And hawks eat squirrels. They land right next to them, ate the food, and took off. And I was like, interesting. If there's food for them, you guys are being taken care of. I just put yesterday already took care of it. Put the phone call in and put a text in. I know people down at the post office. And if all out fails and they don't pick up, guess what? Mr. Bird is getting a lift, going out to the post office and dropping your packages off personally, which I'm going to start doing. This will get me out of the house, number one, because I used to do it all the time. I used to just leave out of the house, take a luxury lift. I only do luxury lifts. It's not about the whole thing. It's about the peace of mind. Don't worry. All the rest of them are good. I just like the luxury lifts better. But anyway, I'll take a luxury lift, like 20 bucks. Go down, and it's worse when I go to my doctor's appointment. It's like $60, $70 to take a luxury lift to go to a doctor's appointment. But anyway, go down and take your packages and drop them off. And then I get out of the house, I get to meet new people. Every time I jump into a lift, I actually become friends with these people. I actually friends with a few people with luxury lifts. One of them, actually, I talk to on a regular, actually 2 of them I talk to on a regular basis. But you get to meet all kinds of different interesting people, and that's what I miss the most, be to get out and talk, and I miss being to meet new people. So I'm going to start taking the packages myself. Now, like I said, if it's too many for me, then basically they'll come pick them up. Other than that, like 7 or 8 of them, I'll just take them down myself, drop them in the box, and that's basically about it. Since they're already paid for, I just have to drop in the box and they're done. All right, let me see. Let's get this thing out the door. I got to take a hot trot all the way up to the driveway to grab another bucket so we can get started on that. Also, too, see, I want to show you. That's my beacon wire. I got to order another one of those. The wire got damaged somehow. I damaged it. I think I damaged it. But there's a way to advance the sound on the TLC bars by you can add extra speakers to it. Now I wouldn't advise doing this if you basically have a professional home theater, but this is my downstairs shop, kind of like my little tinker area. So I kind of like, throw stuff together down here. Wouldn't care if we got wires out in the open because who cares? It's a shop. But basically, I put a Y adapter on the back of this, and I'm running one line into the speaker there, and then the speaker there has another Y adapter that connects to that. The sound is freaking incredible and crystal clear. We'll play something later on today that has no copyrights attached to it. It has some classical music, and you can see how crisp it is. It's actually fantastic, much better than what I have upstairs. But good to know that I can do that. Now these speakers are designed to be Bluetooth. They can link through Bluetooth and all that cool stuff, but we don't use that. All right, I gotta get this outside, get this done, because I want to get this screen back inside. Okay. And we need one more panel to get that up front. All right, let's get y'all outside. I got a mask up. We're gonna be out here twice today. We got customers 120-inch screen that has to be coated, and then we got this one right here to do. find the adapter. I don't know why. Take the adapter pieces off when I need them. Keep losing them. We gotta swap the cord out because this one's 3 prongs. For some reason, the adapters are literally all over the house when I don't want them. If I need one for work, can't find one. Swap our cords out. All right, that's good. Now, real quick, for those of you, I forgot that some people, when people come in to watch my videos after the stream, if you don't know what happened yesterday, I will explain to you shortly. We have an individual who's a bit, a lot jealous over our technology, and he has a really bad habit of doing some really dirty, deceitful stuff. And this individual, the entire time when we're testing out the screen, was going into my account and just sending some of the weirdest, most disturbing email we've ever seen. So I have a friend who's a professional IT tech and tracking people. He's actually going through all the messages, and he's tracing where it all came from. And then we're going to go from there. I think we're going to file criminal charges. Because, man, he's a really strange, weird dude, man. He's strange. I can basically, just like 10, maybe 10 of them, we don't mind that, but it's over 60 of them in there. It's a lot. It's over 60 in there. So yeah, I talked to a friend. He says, yeah, you need to, I'll go through your account, and I'll figure out exactly where it's coming from. And this guy's good. I mean, really freaking good. He's going to figure out exactly, pinpoint where it came from. So contact whatever, if it's going through a Verizon or whatever IP address server it's going through, whatever internet server, he's going to go through. He's also a police officer, so he's going to go through and look for everything. You call them cyber cops. I think that's what they're called. You meet a lot of interesting people in good screen paint. A lot of interesting people. Well, there's a lot of people. Interesting people. A lot of interesting people in this field. Because that's some really friends of us. That's nice. I literally always forget how big 120s are until I pick one up and carry it out. Then I realize the screen's a pretty big screen. Now we're gonna do, I did another screen, like I said, on inside. That's not even made with the plastic material we have on here. We like the plastic material because it stretches nice and flat. It's one coat application with primer, where when we do the fabric requires two applications, primer. Now the primer for fabric, and keep in mind, it's just basically to absorb the screen, so that way you don't have uneven spots. See the back of my screen right here, my 250. This is what would happen if you were to just paint the screen without the primer. You would get uneven spots in the screen because the screen can absorb like a sponge. Some areas will soak in more, some will soak in less, and you will see it will pop up that haven't been fully saturated. So to put two coats on it, fully saturate the screen, then apply less paint, because less paint will be absorbed into the screen because you will have an outer or a top side surface that will allow you to lay the foundation. See, all that comes from research. I learned that the hard way because I painted a screen. I was like, what the frick are these white spots all over the screen? Then I take the screen down and I figured out, yeah, that's what happened. I absorbed a ton of the paint. So I wasted resources doing the screen and doing that simple application. Everything we tell you is not just stuff we're saying off the top of our head. It comes from time and experience. You go down and check my account, you'll see how far my videos go back on how we built and tested all kinds of stuff. And we just learn from experience. What to use, what not to use, what to do, what not to do. You know. All right. Also, the reason why I like this too, because the fabric doesn't sink. That's why I like using spandex, because it doesn't sink. It stays right nicely on top. Once it dries, between the paint and the reaction to the surface causes it to tighten up. That's why it's so flat. Perfect for ultra short throw applications, which we showed you upstairs on the smaller screen. The difference is, yeah, they're two different companies. They're three different companies we bought from. The first one we purchased from, fantastic, went on, good weight, not too thin, not too thick, perfect. But the surfaces weren't big enough to do a 120-inch screen, and the kit we have is for 100 to 120-inch, your choice. The second one we ordered from, it was a little bit flimsy, under a mil in thickness, but the application went on clean, very nice. But it just made it too hard for the customer, because the customer would have like very little to stretch over. We want them to have plenty of room to stretch over, not to ball up and staple on the other end, which I'll show you when we flip it over. This company, a little bit more for the product, but it's perfect. It's 120 by 70, which is perfect, enough to cover the length of the screen and the height of the screen. So height and length, which is perfect. The application went on, had to go with some spots because I got to tell you that sometimes some surfaces will have a bit of protective coating. This is a tabletop PVC for protective coating for the table. So of course it's going to have that application applied to it. But other than that, not a lot of it came through. We'll take a little spot here and there, and that's the spot it was. See if we go and cover up and be done. Now we're going to do the fabric. We did the fabric. That's one I have in there, 129. That's one we put on Instagram. We're going to do another one. Once this one's painted, we got a 100-inch downstairs. We're going to cover that over top. The 88, staple that down, put on a 2-coat application, put the formula on top of it, see how it reacts next to this one. If they both show the same signs, that would be fantastic, because then that means that we may produce a 150-inch of a container for that technology. All right, so let's begin. And after seeing all the testing you've seen this product go through, the testing are quite remarkable. We have all our test demonstrations posted directly to the website. So you go to the website, you can check it out for yourself if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, slideshow will be on today. We did a picture slideshow when we get more slideshows on white paper versus our technology, white sheets and stuff like that. See the world of white levels layout, ultra short throw inside, outside, different calibers of ultra short throw, 1,000 lumen, low lumen projectors versus white screen test demonstration, black versus black demonstrations, just about everything you could possibly think we've done. It's all on the website for you to watch. So we don't hide anything from you. We show our demonstrations. All right, let's get this started so I can done. I got much work today. Now you see why. When some people thought I was being a bit harsh when I came out there and tried to warn this individual, we try to warn him that we're going to have companies on the site that we are going to be advertising for, and they're going to be advertising for us. Our logos are going to be their website, back and forth. And explain to this individual, you tamper with these companies, they will come get you. Do you understand this? They know who you are. They're quite aware of who you are. So again, from past experience with this individual that I told you about, the whole contract from Jersey, where I laid a contract out, very happy about it. Guy came down the house, very nice fellow, looked at the product, liked it, took a screen for himself, went back to Jersey. We got issued a contract about 2 days later, and I showed off the contract, very happy about it. And this individual contacted these people and told them not to do business with me because I was a scammer. And the guy was like, who the freak is this guy? And I said, oh, I said, by any chance his name Crow? And the guy was like, yeah, that's his name. I said, yeah, he's an internet troll. That's what he is. He says, well, I'll tell you one thing. He won't be doing any business with us or anybody else I'm connected to. You don't do stuff like that. That's very dirty. Keep in mind that these people that are on that page are people that have the product, tested it, and liked it. This is how contracts work in the real world. I have a contract negotiation going on right now. We have products that are shipping over to them. They're not signing anything until they get the product over there. That's like probably like a 3-4 year contract. So you're locked into a contract for 4 years on a product that you have never ever tested. That's stupid. Even I wouldn't do that at the end of the day. That's really stupid. So in order for you to get a company contract, they have to test the product out. Seeing it on the screen, sometimes it's not enough for some people. Coming down to the house is much better. That's why we're getting the storefront set up for that, because we can have contractors, people we're doing business with, to come down to the storefront and they can check out the display at the showroom. But as I said, no one's going to sign their name to a contract. So anyone you see up there with their logos up there are people who have tested our product, liked our product, and issued for a contract from us. For you to go in and try to slander us in that way, yeah, basically makes companies not want to touch you, because this is the kind of stuff that can get them sued, get you sued at the end of the day, and they don't want any part of that. So again, I'm explaining to you one more time that when we have these people up here advertising, and if you slander these people in any way, they're not going to be as kind as me. They will come to your front door. Do you understand? They have lawyers and all that other good stuff. These are good big companies or smaller companies. They don't play. They're not going to do that back and forth. They don't play. You will have a person at your door that will serve you, a person at your job that will serve you, and you will go to court and they will take you apart. So you've been warned already. Best I can do. I shouldn't even have to talk to you this way. You're a grown man at the end of the day. It's kind of embarrassing that I have to have these conversations with this individual. Grown man. Can't be doing this. Really? Something that everyday people know about and don't understand. I really don't. It's weird. Let's get the paint. Woo! That was my shadow. That wasn't a freaking silver paint. All right. Let's move on. Get this thing done. I want this thing up and going. I already got my thing set up with Warhammer. You know, this stuff is so amazing. I'm running my Warhammer, my gaming PC, not the one I want, but the one I have right now. Good gracious, man. I don't even have to upgrade for jack. The screen is that good. That's why we don't do the gamer paint anymore because of this technology. Top off. Somewhere. And I know people every day, you don't hear me talk about, and I don't want to talk about it. I want to basically go about my work, and that's basically about it. That's what we need to do. I don't have time to be going back and forth. There's so much to do today. It's not even funny. And then I got to wait for the post office to get here and the packages out. That's why we got to knock this out early in the morning. So, yeah, it's a lot to do. So it's not top of the morning. Oh, yeah. We say, yeah, it is. It is. Seinfeld's watching Seinfeld today. Guy has the muffin shop. Basically decided to cut the top off the bottom. Leave the top of the muffins. I love Seinfeld. All right, we're going to use a Wagner 250 as we always use. And we got our calibration bucket over there. That's what we spray in. The calibration bucket. Now, this is also too, let me know exactly how much paint we're going to need for 120 inch mine. When it's coming out of a cannon, you're using a lot more paint. All right, let's get it started. Let's get it started. And coating for the application went on smoothest glass. Now, for those of you wondering why I hold my hand on the tilt sometimes, because it's called dusting. For me, I call it dusting. I don't know if people call it that. That means instead of me hitting it straight, I'm hitting it on the side where the paint is dusting across the screen. Gives it a nice coating, makes it nice. It makes it actually gives you more smoother coating. So instead of me going straight down, I like to go to the side and I just, usually I'm just going to color it in like a little coloring book. And after that, I'm going to smooth it out, turn it to the side, and now allow this coating to run across the screen smoothly. And there you go. That's how I do it. That's it for me. took less than a quart to paint this thing. Less than a quart. You have to have a price change in there. We can't charge $6.40. 64 ounces, yeah. Not for a quart. That's way too much money. So we have to break down the price a little bit. It's not going to take that much to do it. It's a 120 inch, approximately 120 inch screen. I'll give you my measurements. You can measure it out for yourself. Just corner to corner is 120. So I still got paint left over. Literally got paint left over. Didn't take much. So here's the thing. You prime the surface. It doesn't make a difference what you use at the end of the day. Don't make a difference at all. I just use regular house paint for a primer, just to show you don't really have to buy primer. You have customers who go and say, okay, I have to buy this primer. You don't. I'm just using everyday house paint for it. So it was the paint I was going to use to paint on this upstairs areas, and then I decided I want to go with something much brighter, so we just sat downstairs. But I use other stuff for priming. So basically, you prime the surface. First application is going to go through quite fine, but you may get some little spots here and there. You don't have to paint the whole screen over again. Just hit those spots again, and that's it. If you see it start to push through, as I told you with fixed frame screens, sometimes they have a protective coating. Sometimes it'll push through. What you want to do is basically doing our priming, put a light coat on it, let it dry, then go over it again. This one, you can put a heavy coat over top of it. You just have some areas that'll push through, let it dry, and hit the spot, and you're done. That's it. Real fast, real quick. Then painting it, as you can see, easy, very easy to do. All you're doing is coloring the screen. If you notice when I did it, I didn't do back and forth when I first started. I colored it in like a coloring book. That's usually what I do. And once I'm done with that, then I do the back and forth. That's it. Just move it out, and you're done. That's it. Pretty easy to do. So that's why I like to use the Wagner 250s, because the 250s is a paint sprayer that a customer can relate to. It doesn't have a hose attached to it, no compressor. And keep in mind, watch, if you want to see what it takes to clean those things out, watch a video on how to clean out hose and compressor paint sprayer. And you got to flush the entire hose depending on how long the hose is. So this is very simple for the customer to use. Doesn't have a bunch of knobs all over it, just easy on and off. It's right here. You control how much pressure comes out of your unit right here. And then basically you control how wide or how thin, and that's it. That's basically about it. The ones I've seen, like the 5.9s, where I have a dial on top of it, and I have like fence and wall and whatever. You're like, what the freaking, which one am I using for this application? This is definitely on a fence or a wall. So yeah, it can be a bit of a headache. But this right here, very easy to use, very affordable, because again, when you're using a hose and paint sprayer with compressor, the compressor is not going to be here. The compressor is going to be on another unit. So it's a lot of money you're going to spend. When you spend $60 or $59, or sometimes you can for $40 over at Home Depot or Lowe's, you really can think about that. And that's it. Very easy to clean. But I'm thinking like 64. And I think the reason I came to 64 ounces is because the first time we coated this was made to be an invisible technology. So when you do invisible technology, it requires multiple coats depending on how dark the person wants the screen, because they can adjust how dark they want it. This is supposed to be, when we painted it, it went on, but I'm still treating it like it's an invisible, which doesn't need 3 coats, it needs 1. Then basically had to find a surface that was stretched tight enough on the surface, so that way we don't have any bag or anything. Sometimes you do some fabric screen, some of it may give a little bit because it's wet. So we wanted something that's going to fit nice and tight. So we started looking around at the PVC material because it's a lot cheaper. All the other stuff was like really expensive. So the PVC was really cheap. It's for your tabletop. We turned it into a screen. Let's go for it. And it worked out perfectly. Real nice. So like I said, didn't find any different ones that would fit a 120-inch frame. That became something right there. And then from there, basically trying to get the material to basically marry to the surface, get the primer to marry to the surface. And one of the most important things I had to see was that if the paint would cover, because it's a very thin formula, would it cover completely without one coat on a surface that may be a different color, which now leaves major options, because now we can pretty much just paint this on whatever we want, because we don't have to have that particular surface now. So that's what we're testing. We did 3 tests here today. We tested the surface to see if it stretched the frame. We tested the surface to see if the primer or paint would apply to it. And we tested to see if the formula would basically be able to connect to the surface without a multi-coat application. So a lot of testing just to apply it. Usually if you're doing roll-on applications, that's pretty easy. But a spray-on is a different formula. So it can be temperamental. So with that being said, now that we know that this stuff will basically coat to a surface, just like in a bottom, let's see what else we can paint with it at the end of the day, which I'm curious on some other stuff now. We got paint left over. So what we're probably going to have it at now is a quart. No point doing 64 because that'd be way too much paint. And this is good for me because at least I know 100% that it's basically a 1 quart's going to do it. So we have to have a price change in there. Listen to this. I think that we got paint left over. Not much. I would say we got about that much left over, which that's what we need. Anytime we do paint on screen, it's nice to have a little bit left over, just in case of the customer. But let's see, 32. But I want to make sure the customer has enough. That's what I want to make sure, because we don't want them to come up short. Some people may use more than me at the end of the day, so you never know. So let me see. We do it at 32 containers, but I don't want to do it at a 32. I'm going to do a 48. A 48 is much better because it gives them plenty of breathing room. Even if they're first time experience and they want to try it out, give them a little breathing room. Now, I would suggest basically if you haven't ever painted use a paint sprayer, get some food coloring and some water. Just put a little music in the background, have some fun with it, dance with it. Like I said, get some food coloring, some white paper or a white bed sheet and practice. Be surprised how easy it is. It's not. So there's different ways you can learn how to learn it. And always make sure you're. That's just another way to practice. Coloring in a white sheet. It's so easy to do. Because, you guys got these already in your garage for staining your deck already. Now, if you can stain your deck, you can do this. It's really easy. Done. So now we got our 120-inch screen. And the beautiful thing about when you have the spray on, we don't have to pad the bar because no point. All right, so I don't want to lift this up, so I'm going to bring the fan out here to dry it because I really don't want to lift it up and bring it into the house to dry it. So let's go grab ourselves a fan, bring it out here, yippee-ki-yay, turn my fan on. I was picking up my compressor. Now, some of you, if you want to do like big jobs, I like these right here because they have a really fine, delicate spray, right? It's really fine, real detail, right? But maybe a compressor isn't giving you enough power. Now, it costs a little bit more money, but maybe you can find one on maybe eBay. Get the big boy compressor, 590. Some of them make 590s anymore. Anyway, get the big compressor and then attach the big compressor to this. Now you have the power to push out a lot of paint, but you're going to get that extra fine coating because this is a stain sprayer. It's going to work out fantastic. Even if the paint's a little heavier, it's still going to push out because you got that massive compressor in the back. I had one, and yeah, I left the compressor somewhere. So now I think I have to order me another one. All right, let me get this stuff put in, equipment, and we'll go from there. Got much to do today. Bird habits inside. Honestly, I love the Capital One commercial where Santa Claus sled. I don't know how the sled breaks down. It's car. I don't know what it was. It was a car. Sled breaks down wherever it was. But anyway, he's walking on the side of the road, and he's talking about Capital One. His car comes by and splashes mud all over him, and all you hear him scream out, "I know where you live." It's messed up. Woo, man. So that's good. That's good to know. 100% we know that. We're going to give you instructions. Instructions will come with this. It's pretty easy. But I'm going to have instructional video, which this literally could be it. But I want to do something where we're not talking about anything else but the screen. I don't want to be talking about anybody else. This was fun. It went all real nice. Real nice. And the formula is not too thick, where it's going to go through the sprayer clean. That's another thing too. When you're dealing with designing different formulas, they have to make sure they're going to go through the paint spray. You want something to clog it up. You don't want that crap. But as you can see, as I paint the screen, what I like to do is I like to use like a coloring book. I'll start here, I'll do little squares here and little squares here all around the screen and cover it in, cover it in, cover it in, and then I'll smooth it out as I go along. Another way, if you want a really smooth application, there's two ways. Some people do it two ways. They do a roll spray. So pretty much you use the spray, they're not going to be able to cover the screen correctly. So what they do is a roll on, but I wouldn't advise you do that. Wait a minute. Have we done a roll and spray? No, we haven't. We have to do a roll and spray. Some people, when they're spraying, they don't feel like they're going to cover the entire screen. They feel like they're going to miss spots. So this pretty much locks that insecurity away. So what you do is you light roll over the screen. That's it. Nothing. It doesn't have to be pretty. You're just covering the surface. Roll over it, and then you smooth it out, and you're done. That's it. There's certain ways you can do it. It's up to you, but it's pretty easy to do. All right. So let's see. Yeah, we got to come up with a different price. And then we'll have to bring out, let me see. If we get the 150 inch, that surface, that spandex surface, well, the thing about the reason why we should, because we just did one. I forgot my screen was spandex before we coated over. The 129 inches of spandex screen. It was spandex. It was acoustic, coated over for the 39 Black Widow, but I had to put two applications on to do it. No, we put two applications from the dorm. We coated it over. Oh yeah, we did coat. That screen was never acoustic to begin with. Because I remember when I built the screen, when I put it all together. Yeah, and it coated that. So the other one should be a freaking cakewalk. So we can do a 150 inch screen. Okay. And it goes on just as flat. It does. That's flat, but it goes on just as flat because this right here is the screen we painted when we posted on Instagram. That one is made out of that spandex acoustic material that we used. It has two applications of the Network Gray 773 because that says stuff works. You want to flatten the surface out super flat, use that stuff. That stuff is fantastic. It makes a fantastic primer, it does. But anyway, it's nice for starching the screen. So when it starch the screen, that's fabric. People look at that and they don't realize that's fabric. That's fabric screen over there. We just starch the daylights out of it. So you put the first and second on it. That's basically to absorb the surface. Once it dries, I did a tutorial video on it. I put somewhere between, because you don't put too much because you don't want to crack the screen. You will crack it, paint too much on it. So I put about 3 applications on it because I want it really, really stiff, especially if I'm using ultra short throw on it. That thing is like a piece of wood over there. And then we coated it in and boom, that's why it looks like that. People don't realize that's a fabric screen over there. Let me show you. This is fabric. See? That's a fabric screen. That's all fabric. But because we put the application on it, stiff as a board. Starts in the screen. That way we won't get no waves, no wrinkles, nothing. We're going to get that anyway because the surface is spandex. It fits nice and tight. But other than that, we coated that and it went on perfectly, no problem. So yeah, we could probably do a 150 inch now. So now we're going to do a 150 inch kit. It'll come with the surface for free. We're not going to basically have this is a kit that comes with the surface. Might do one with LED lights too. Have the surface and kit. So I think the one we're going to swap it out. The one for 640. We're going to make that an ultimate kit. We'll make that with the 150 inch surface and with LED lights. How about chasers? Would you like chasers? We'll put chasers in there. If you haven't had chasers, you've missed out on life. You really have. Chasers are freaking insane. I have my LED lights so dim in that one corner. Drives me crazy. They have people getting upset like $640. Have you seen the test on this technology? Go buy a $5,000 projection screen because this technology beat 9 of them. So you're like $640. Yeah, home theater is not cheap at the end of the day. Even with our technology, it's extremely affordable. You see what this technology is designed to do? Are you kidding me? If Black Diamond or any one of these big companies has this technology, guess how much you'll be paying at the end of the day? gonna be cheap. Yeah, the stuff they have right now is not even cheap. You got no gray screen paint products that'll match it. That's a waste of our time right there from the door. White, matter of fact, don't even need to talk. You go to our website, check out my demonstrations. That's why we post them on the website live. You want to see the test underneath this technology? Go to the website. See what this technology is designed to do. You know what this thing looks like on a 720p projector? Good gracious. Yeah, I think our price is fair enough as it is. 150 inch for a 640 bucks. And you paid $3,000 for one of the screens we tested against for $100. You can't even use it on ultra short though. And alone, you can't even take it outside. Yeah. Because I had some people that would gripe over the price. Like, there's too then gray screen, it doesn't work. I can't use gray because it's horrible and the gunmetals are too expensive. Then there's us. Purpose. I mean, like I said, we have to make money at the end of the day. This stuff is not cheap at the end of the day to make. It isn't basically what you call I can't hobby paint because our stuff is tested. I got more tests. I can't wait. I want to put more tests on the website. I'm loving posting my tests. Let's see. Let me see. I want to do a 720p without calibrating. That would be nice to do. 720p swap out. We got a bunch of 720p's down here. We did a swap out on ultra short throw. The ultra short throw outside, ultra short throw inside, ultra short throw on another swap out. We didn't do the short throws. No. We did ultra short. We did the short throws. We got short throws in here galore. All right. Thank you. I got a ViewSonic upstairs. That one. We're going to use that one. The BenQ and ViewSonic. We got to cover all projectors. So we got ultra short throw. We got portable projectors, Pico projectors. We got to do the Pico projector again because I want to do that for a demonstration right there. And what else we got? We need a distance throw. We need a distance throw of 21 feet. This is why we need the big screen done because we can't fit it in with small. If the 88 won't work, so we need a distance throw. That projector right there. That's why we got projectors on here for everything. That projector right there is something called an extended lens, which means we can drop it 18 feet back. It'll still nail the screen without all over the place. And then we're going to build a 235.1 of that screen too, but that's outside for me. So the 150s would be perfect for a 235.1. So imagine this screen right here. This is 129. I know it looks big. This is 129. It's a customized. It's 1610 widescreen. For those of you who think that 16:9 is widescreen, it's actually 16:10. On my projector, there's two options on the Optima GT55, and the widescreen for WXGA or WXGA is for 16:10. But super widescreen, doing ultra widescreen, is 235.1, 239.1, and so forth. But at least at 16:10, your heads aren't missing. Well, the top of your heads aren't missing because in 235.1 they go. So we got to go outside and we got to measure the length of a 235.1 screen. That's what we're going to have to do. Because I'm getting one outside. I've never had a 235.1 black screen, and that is going to look amazing. As a matter of fact, I got to basically paint and stain the deck because it's getting kind of ugly out there. And we got to replace the floor in here to all white again. So we got things to do. I don't want y'all to think I'm harsh, people, but like at the end of the day, this stuff costs money, man. This stuff is not cheap to make. It isn't. A lot of my ingredients get thrown overseas. I pay a lot of freaking money for products to come over here. It's a lot of testing, a lot of work. And on top of that, I pay for all shipping. I don't care where you live at. Shipping can cost me a lot of money. I spend $400 or $500 on shipping alone, just for shipping products out. Yeah, but I don't mind it. I don't argue, but I don't mind about it because I think at the end of the day, if the customer's invested in my company, why shouldn't I pay for shipping? People think about it. People live overseas, man, they pay some money through customs. So you got to turn around and pay the charges for the paint. You got to pay for the paint, pay for the charge to have it shipped to you, and then you got to pay for it to go through customs. That's insane. So if I can ease that burden up a little bit, I pay for the shipping. They can pay anywhere from, it can get, you're shipping over to Ireland or the UK. UK is a little, not so much cheap. Canada would be cheaper. So when we ship over to those countries, we're talking about sometimes a container would be 80, 90 bucks to ship over there, depending on what box it's in. And a gallon box is definitely going to have to go into a medium box. That's going to be something going to be like 130, depending on what goes there. It's going to be 130, 120. It's going to be somewhere in that range, and sometimes a little higher than that, depending on where it may land at. So they got to turn on, pay for the paint, and then pay for customs for it to go through? That's just too much. That's why we pay for the shipping. We don't charge any $70 surcharge fees. I hate surcharge fees. I can't stand it. I go buy something, there's a $70 surcharge fee pop up. I just, man, forget it. I don't even want it. I just don't want to pay it. I know plenty of places I bought from I can ship overseas for free. Let me see. That's why we do all these tests, and the certified tests, which are really important because we need to show you that the technology's worked. If we can go out there and do 9 certified screens, we could take them on that easy, that quick, and show you that. That shows you at the end of the day how advanced your screen is and how much your screen is worth. You literally have a screen up there that can take on 9 certified screens with no problem, which I'm going to do another demonstration on that today. Now, the reason why I like at 1,000 lumens, because again, we'll get those email complaints saying that, well, it's 1,000 lumen projector. Who does a demonstration on 1,000 lumen? All right, so we got a 5,000 lumen projector. What's your problem with that? That's plenty of power, isn't it? Okay, there we go. So we'll do the 52. The most powerful projector we have in the house. It's not an Chrissy 505. It's actually the Sony VPO FH36, which has 5,200 lumens attached to it. And then you hear people saying, well, you know, it's a 5,200 lumen projector. It's too... Think about it. We're not the only screen being hit by 5,200 lumens. Well, I'm not going to explain that one. If I got to explain that one, I'm done. I need to get to another profession. In the background screaming Cracola, that's me. I need the freaking stands to put in here so I can finish drying the screen, and they're on the grass. Well, I don't know why I put them out there, and the grass is wet because of the dew. Do, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, let's do. Yeah. People, you know, the best day about this day is the best day of it, the best of the best. I get to wake up with Jesus. So I told you, man, that stuff don't get me down. It's all about Jesus every day. Oh no. Get up in the morning, I talk to the Lord, tell me what we're going to do today. I'll do this, da-da-da-da-da, get this done, da-da-da-da-da. And then we're going to sit down and just revive, just a little Christian music, get something to eat, watch a little TV, and chill. My life has never been more happier when I was being a Christian. This regret I got in life, knowing God's winner. All that time I denied him when I was running the streets doing dumb stuff. I'm such a happy man. Stop stepping on a corpse. Anything here? doing testing. Wait, what's that back there? Oh, okay, I got the wrong looking cup. Yesterday when I was doing the testing for the, I don't know if you can see this or not. That's how much we had left over. Yesterday I was doing the testing on the cheap knockoff projectors versus the other projector. I saw something interesting. A way to utilize the cheap knockoff projectors for visual effects. They have a purpose. Maybe that was. Maybe that one has purpose. Give me some stickers. Where did he go? Where did that square boy go? Where did he go? Where did that square boy go? Where did he go? Way. I have the equipment in. I have stuff all over the place. Now, since this screen is going to be for upstairs, that means I got to take it, we'll dry it in here, take it up the driveway, bring it through the house, because it's not going to fit up my basement stairs. My basement stairs between that and the kitchen is narrow, and I don't feel like jacking up the screen. But I'll probably go jack it up. So, take it the safe way. I'll tell you one thing. I had an Elite screen, 126, yeah, I think it was 126 inch edgeless. So it was 126 inch, not a 100 inch. And I had the 120 inch. And that screen, one thing I say about, I'm not a big fan of the Elite screen. Oh, that's some stuff I'm not a fan of. But anyway, how they build the frames and how you put them together, freaking breeze put them together, especially the spring system. It's really easy to put together. But not only that, the screens are freaking super lightweight. That Shelby's, I've had them there before. Those suckers are heavy. A 92 inch, I had a 92 inch here. That's the equivalent of lifting a car door. I'm not talking about car door plastic. I'm talking about car door steel, like, like a 57 Chevy, something heavy, a 1951 Cadillac, something heavy. That's how it felt lifting that thing up. Literally. But it took two hands to carry that, where the Elite screen, because it's made of that alloy metal, took one hand to carry 126 down my driveway and into the shop. Yep. On top of that, one of the things you got to worry about when you're dealing with fixed frame screens, especially off-brand models, some are good. I've met some ones that are really good, had some ones really good, and some others are really, really bad. The corner pieces, the brackets, sometimes are not metal. They could be a mixture of metal and plastic. Those suckers will snap on you. Then your screen will have this kind of off-wobbly look to it. The tension rods back will be too thin. They're not thick enough. They're supposed to be real heavy metal at the end of the day because the screen's got pressure pushing on it. The spring systems, oh my goodness, you get the wrong springs, it's going to be a nightmare for you. Some of these companies will make the springs too short, which means when you lock it all the way around, you're going to have to turn into a hawk just to get the other end to snap in place. I kind of like the peg system where you basically just put the threaded through with the support bar, and then you basically just snap it over right onto the peg and it locks behind the peg. I like those better. Silver Ticket has those. Elite Screens, their spring system is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. The frame fits nice and tight. I mean, the material fits nice and tight to the frame, but I've never used that tool that it came with. It just easily just snapped in place. Only gripe I had with Elite Screen is one time I ordered a 135-inch screen I was putting together on camera, and the support rails are missing. Those are the rails that you feed through the material or the screen so it can fit over the springs or whatever you got it attached to. And they were missing, and I had a headache just going and trying to just get the freak. All I wanted was the rails. Somebody packed the rails. I had to go back and forth with Amazon on that freaking headache. So Amazon, again, their method basically returning is pretty good, but it depends on what merchant they're dealing with. And Elite Screen's a nightmare to return stuff with. So they were saying that, oh, you have to have some kind of product code. The product code is nowhere to be found in the manual. It's not on your receipt. It's nowhere. That's where it's at. It's on the box. So if you happen to pick up the box and throw it in the trash, you're done. Because they will not give you your money back unless you snap a picture of whatever's on that box. Why would you put it on the box to begin with? You know most people are going to throw away the box. Think about that one. Just think about that for a minute. Most people toss out the box when they get done. Usually I do, but I kept the box because I thought maybe one day I might not want to use it. I'll store it upstairs in the attic, so I kept the box. If the code is on the box and you throw away the box and you need the code in order to show that you actually have the screen to get what you need or whatever, they pretty much got you on that one. So the good thing I didn't throw the box. I went to the attic, snapped the picture, sent it over to Amazon, and then they said something about one number was off, the picture was too blurry. Now keep in mind that every time they submit a ticket through Amazon, that they'll give you like, I don't forget how many days, it's like 3 days or something like that. 3 days. As long as they respond back, they can say, hey, ketchup, mustard, banana, cookie. As long as they respond back with something, it gives them an additional another 3 days. This went on for 2 weeks after I went to PayPal and then filed a complaint to them and the money went back to my account. That's what I had to do. But I didn't want to go around that road. And some of the, not saying all Amazon, but some people on Amazon can be a little bit rude. Depends on, like I said, don't blame the whole company for one person. You know, you're going to have people at the company, you're going to have good days, some people have bad days, some people nasty, some people be nice, depends on who you bump into. I told the other guy about basically about what I'm going through. Every time I come to call you guys to try to get these rails for their screen, you guys come back and you come back with some dumb excuse from them, and that gives me an additional 3 days, and another additional 3 days, and another 3 days. So I need my money back, or give me the freaking rails so I can finish the screen. I got a project to do. So I said, look, I hate to do this, but I have to go to PayPal and file a complaint because this is not working out for me. After 3 weeks, that's about 2 weeks of this mess. So the guy goes, well, you do that, we'll cancel your account. All right, buddy, give me your manager. Manager gets on there, I talked to the manager, told him what he said. He got reprimanded for whatever nonsense he got himself into because they're not supposed to do that. And then I was with the guy, without going to PayPal, the guy was able to go and give me my money for the item. Now, Elite Screens never gave us our money. We got our money through through Amazon. They would give us the money after what we were going through. After that, Elite Screen has to come pick up the screen because I want it out of my house now. They never come and pick it up. They're telling me that, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to pay for the label to ship it back, and we're going to just come pick it up. And I said, I'm not paying for jack at all, period. So you send me out a label, and I'll ship it off to you. Amazon sent the label. They never came and picked up the screen. Never. So that's why, in the back of my screen, that's an Elite white screen behind there. And I forgot what happened to the rails and stuff. I think I threw them all in the trash. Yeah. So I said after that, nope. And then I went online and I talked to people on different forum sites who had this problem with Elite Screens, and they say absolute nightmare. Their customer support is very poor because I couldn't even reach their main office at all, period. Yeah, I'm never, ever again. I'll buy Elite Screens. No. I had to go to somebody else. And that's what I did. I went to another company. I forgot the name of it. I'm trying to figure what name of the company it was. I got a 135-inch screen, and I got it for less money, a lot less money. The shipping was much faster. It was easy to put together, and all the parts were there, and I could reach customer service. And that's why people are kind of shocked when I call them back. They're like, whoa, I didn't think you were going to call me back that fast. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't like the machines. I never like the machines. Even when my company gets to a certain degree, I hate the machines. I would rather have real people in there talking to you than you go, press one, press two for one and one for two and two for one and one for two. And if you press two and one, then you have to go back to the beginning. If you can't find what you hear, you can go back to the main. I hate that crap so freaking much. Then they'll ask you the same dumb questions over and over and over again. Who does that? I think PayPal does that. PayPal has something, it's a dumb questionnaire you got to come up with. If it's from eBay, if it's a complaint from eBay, press 1. If it's a complaint from PayPal, press 2. Then you press 2. Then you go in and they say something else, but it'd be the same thing. It'd be the exact same thing, but it'd be questioned in a different way. Stuff like, are you kidding me? And then you'll sit there and you'll go, agent. In order to help you better, we still need to find out what your call is all about. I just got finished saying that basically it's something to do with the dispute. Oh man, can you forget it? I hate machines. All right, people, how y'all doing out there? Boom! Man, I forgot these things were gonna be wet here outside. I swear, man. People in this neighborhood, they do the most pettiest stuff. So, delivery, like throw little things like this in my yard. Well, I tell you, but when I'm outside, they don't come outside. Interesting. I only got one person that comes outside when I come outside, and that is the little lady up the street. I like her. She's so nice. I'm trying to remember this me or them. I don't know. But then again, I got security cameras wired all over the house, so all I got to do is just check the unit. That's all. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. You know what's funny? I go on YouTube, they got these relaxation videos. You can sit there and watch paint dry. And some people are like, how do you do that? Because I literally do that for a living. I watch paint dry. I've done it so many times. So I literally watch the screen dry right in front of me, watching paint dry. They got stuff on YouTube I look up like really boring videos, watching grass grow. That's a really strong right there. All kinds of stuff. Then I look up like dumb tutorials on how to boil water. Oh, it's so funny, man. How to make toast, how to butter bread. It's so cool to watch. All right, let's get this thing in here. for the destination. I gotta get it through the doorway without hitting anything. It's still a little wet. It ain't gonna run off. It ain't gonna go anywhere, but still. We come in, bring it in here. More here. I want it inside. I want it to lay on the screen. Crazy, crazy. Gentle, 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 gentle. Let me love you. Maybe I should get myself more room there. All right, gentle. Just couldn't go for a smaller screen, could you, bird? No, you have to do 120 inch. All right. This is what we're going to have to do. There we go. There we go. One. Ah, man. About earning your bread and butter. Let me love you. You wonder why does Ken keep saying that? Because something I saw got stuck in my head. My cat up here going, wow, 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 Taco Kitty, wow. That's perfect, perfect height for that. That's good because you want the side sinking. Don't want none of that. Okay, over here. All right, let me see. Man, as I'm working, I think about, remind me of some crazy stuff, man. It's one of the jobs, I used to have some crazy jobs. You know, I was a grave digger. I had a job as a grave digger, digging graves. Oh, you see some weird stuff, boy. You see some weird stuff. But anyway, we had this, I don't know what it was. I think it was a place they designed patio furniture, I think it was. Where's my fan? Oh, it's right behind me. That's checked up. They designed patio furniture. And The boss, he was a bit nasty. He just talked to people any way he wanted, because a lot of some people that worked there, they were like immigrants, and he would treat them like trash. He was a bit of, he was something else. He bumped into the wrong person one day. He's got tattoos all over and everything. I don't know what he was a part of and who was hooked up, who was his clique or whatever, but that was not the person to talk to at the end of the day like that. So this guy was big. They got into a confrontation. I gripped him up and slammed him against one of the machines. Nobody getting involved in that. So anyway, cops, you can get the cops out of these. The tattoos all over, and they're watching. You're definitely gonna kill him. So this guy hires this I guess bodyguard, and the bodyguard turned out to be more crazier than the freaking guy who was threatening him, and he had to try to get rid of the bodyguard. The bodyguard was psychotic, man. He was crazy. He just had this weird look about him, and he was kind of like what they call fish for hire. That's what he was. He was militant. He was military, but man, he was crazy like a fox. He had freaking like his real life skin. He had these weird crystal gray eyes. They were crazy, like really crazy gray eyes, and he had this big grin of all these white teeth. And man, it's like he made the situation worse. This guy was demanding more money. He was bullying him, like to get more money out of him, because he knew at the end of the day he needed him. And if he's terrified of this guy, he's definitely going to be terrified of that guy. So one day I never forget that he was in the parking lot. He drove this big old, like, I forgot. You remember the truck that Trevor had? It looked something like that, like the truck that Trevor had. He's vroom, 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 ramming this thing up in the parking lot, and all you can see is those crystal eyes and the big row of white teeth. Boy, that was a freaky guy, man. I'll tell you. I mean, we talked to him a couple of times. He was real cool, like down to earth. But would I hang out with him? Oh heck no, I wouldn't hang out with that guy. No. He's the kind of guy who would take you to a poker game and spike your drink, and you would basically die or pass out or whatever happened. No, I don't trust that joker. But other than that, nice dude. Talk to him from time to time. But yeah, dude had to freaking get he had to get somebody else in there basically to get rid of him. Good gracious, man. That was making the situation worse. Couldn't go to the police. So whatever this guy did, and I don't know what he did, but whatever he did, the other guy never came back. So I don't know. Maybe he went ghost and popped up in his kitchen one day. I don't know. Whatever he did, he boogeyman did like the other guy. The guy left. He never came back. But other than that, he just made one problem worse than the other. But then they just learn how to talk to people with a little bit more respect. Because if he was respectful to the guy, the guy made one little mistake, and you're going to talk to him like he was a human being. At the end of the day, you have to treat him like that. But you figure because they're Mexicans or whatever they are, you treat them like trash. And that's what he did. He bumped into the wrong individual, because he goes and he talks to them like they're garbage, calls them all kinds of nasty racial slurs, and figure they're not going to complain because half of them don't have papers and they're working there. He knows that already. He just bumped into the wrong person at the end of the day, and that person made his life a living nightmare. So he hired one nightmare, got a bigger nightmare on top of that. But at least that humbled him a little bit, because he started treating people a little better at the end of the day. Yeah, treat people better. Yeah. Use my fan because I'm going to get this dried. Yeah! Chim, 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 chim. Do, apple tree. All right, so that's going dry, and that's done. I can't believe we knocked that out with like, how much of a quart? Let me see. We had about, it didn't take much to do it. So that one coat application, God bless us, that's freaking amazing. That job was crazy, man. They called him Fred Flintstone. He looked exactly like Fred Flintstone, too. Like, oh, Fred? Who's freaking Fred? Okay, Fred Flintstone. Yeah, shoot, that's not Fred Flintstone. I was watching Meatballs last night. think tonight I'm gonna have a Bill Murray marathon. I'm gonna watch all movies under Bill Murray. I'm gonna do Tom Hanks. There we go. Seriously, lose it every single time we come down to the shop. Shopping clean. Sure, there. These cables and wires are shot. Oh, I know. I know exactly what to do. Get it charged. Battery pack. Need. You gotta mark this. You gotta mark this as well. Sit there and watch paint dry with me, eh? There we go. All right, this is going over there. Straighten this mess out in here. Sit down and untangle this in there. This is 100 feet extension cord, which I can never use because it's all balled up. Get downstairs and just take the time to unravel this mess. Gotta go up, right? All right, look at that one. Get some water. Nice. Peachy. Anybody is that throw me another frame. Really lost it. How fast that quick. I came upstairs with me. What am I doing that? Down here. Oh, we got more than enough. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a short test today, distance throw test today, and we're also going to do 3D mapping application test today. Because I've been asking about 3D mapping application. Also, too, we're going to be coding this surface right here. Well, actually, I mean a surface about this size, because we're going to use this for the invisible version of this technology, which we were supposed to previously design, because we need to be able to punch images underwater. So we have 3 different coatings we're going to use for that different application. One's going to be black, another one's going to be clear, and another one's going to be blue. So we can submerge them underwater. We got another one coming up that's going to be crystal clear. Another one we're designing for form of water applications. For those who are saying, well, who would have a screen? You got to think outside the box. Outside the box. Imagine having an aquarium where you can basically display anything you want in the aquarium. You got a couple of basically people who have luxury aquariums for showrooms and so forth, and they want to be to display their advertisement underwater. So you're walking, it's like somebody sat there and said to me, he'd be like, again, you got to think outside the box. Who puts a projection screen on the floor? Well, that projection screen on the floor setup got us a couple of $1,000s because we got contacted by somebody in Australia who basically used it to put it onto the floor, and us walking back and forth across the floor. My customer coming in, I'm coming in, I'm walking on the floor. Cat doesn't have much weight. But anyway, walking back and forth, we sweeping and showing that the paint can take punishment. They were interested in that technology because they used it for interactive floor displays for kids. There you go. You got to think outside the box. When your mind is only set to think one way, then that's as far as you can go. Can't go any farther. They couldn't figure out what to use. The screen had to be jet black because, again, if you're going to pull up the solar system off the floor, you can't do that with a gray screen. Can't do it with a white screen. And in order to get the contrast levels to pull up somewhat decent, they're going to have to put that in a dark environment, and they have to spend a lot of money for a projector with a high contrast ratio in order to pick up those different shades. Well, our technology doesn't require that. You can use a 720p, $60 or $130 projector and get outstanding results. That's exactly what they were doing. They had it displayed on a white surface, and they had a $4,000 projector there with an insane contrast on it. And we're over here with a projector with a 2000 to 1. Yeah, told you. Gotta accept it, man. Gray screens are done, man. They're done. They're done. The only thing they're good for is just basically something to get you through. That's it. It's not a real home theater screen at the end of the day. Can't see contrast, can't see color. It's not a real home theater setup. They're not even really used for ultra short throws at the end of the day. You really shouldn't be using a gray screen for an ultra short throw. Judging by what we've seen in all the demonstrations, everybody's sitting in the dark. It's not the fact they don't have enough lumens. They got plenty of lumens. The screen's going to wash out. That's why. And contrast levels don't do well on the screen in a fully lit environment. So they're not good for anything at the end of the day. Can't use them for 3D mapping applications. Wouldn't dare paint one of them to the ceiling. We had somebody call in, they're going to use one to make an astro dome with the black technology we have. Can't do that with a gray screen. Outer space is black, not gray. And I'm waiting for one of them to come up and say, oh, this is OLED. How is it OLED if it's gray? You shouldn't even do OLED demonstrations to begin with. No one should be doing OLED demonstrations on a gray screen. Last I checked, OLED screens are black, not gray. That's like OLED coming out with a gray screen saying, oh, you can see contrast off of this. No, that's just so backwards. It's not even funny. Oh, this is going to be a beast, man. This is going to be nice to have upstairs. 120 inch. And all them theories about how black, I don't know any other black screens. I can't vouch for them. But how they're trying to say black screens don't see, yes, seriously. This technology right here, we're drawing right now, can blend into a gray screen with no problem. We got the demonstrations. Go to the website, check it out. Oh, I love doing that now. Because that's what I was telling you. You have to be able to back your products. This is why when I told you those demonstrations should have been on the website. So anytime somebody calls you out, you can go, you know what? Go to the website. Go to the website. Go to the website. All our test demonstrations are right there on display. If I sit there and tell you that screen can blend into white paper, we could do snowstorms, all that other good stuff, go to the website. They're right there for everybody to see. If you're afraid to post your test demonstrations so everybody can see, then something's wrong there. You're hiding something. Unless you're not being truthful. Now, what we've seen in some people who have gray screen paint products, they tell the truth about their products. I used to make this stuff, so they told the truth. So, of course, they can post to their website because they're telling the truth. But if you have to delete videos, hide videos, and do not post them to your site for everybody to see, that's a major red flag. So that's why I said for now, when I get in the forum site, instead of me digging through all these videos and stuff, I go, here, go to the website. Go to the website. They're asking a lot of questions on the 44. That's why we got to post it to the website. I might do another white paper. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to get some white certified screens. That's what I want. I want white certified screens next. You know, there's no real difference. You know that? We've done that one before. We had, I'm not saying a company, but we had done a certified white screen, a white bed sheet, and a white projection screen. And they all look the same. Just one may be off on a higher white level, but that's basically about it. They all do the exact same thing. Sometimes a white piece of paper is not enough, so we have to get a couple of white certified screens in there. Something that has some weight to it. Go to the website, go to the website, go to the website, go to the website. We're going to put down, from now on, we're going to put down, want to see our test demonstrations, go to the website. Let's go to the website right now. We're done down here. We are finished. Finish. Let this thing dry in, and we're done. Put this on Instagram. That screen's bigger than that one. This is 129. Now that's for my Warhammer. I got my speakers and stuff set up. Oh yeah. That's for my Warhammer. Now I gotta do now is get rid of that dirty floor. Come in, we gotta vacuum everything down, mop down the corners. We gotta do every time we change up the floor. And then put the new floor in. Hey, look, it's Tony the Tiger at the table. Ugh. Come on, man. Getting to stand through the door is a freaking nightmare sometimes. See Tony over there in the corner? Tony the Tiger? Go over and tell me cereal's not great and see what happens. Right, Taco? You're looking at Tony over there. Tony the Tiger. It's Tony. Mr. Tony, say Tony. Ain't that right, Tony? My chief engineer. My chief engineer, Tony. Hey, Tony! What's your name? Tony! That's our chief engineer. You ever meet the crew? I'll show you the crew. Right here. All these stuffed toys were given to me by my little ones. My little ones. I'm a godfather. So these were given to me by my little ones. They're like sloths. They got a bit of sloths. That's why I said that. Again, girl, please. We got a person at the end of the day, like I said, it's a child. But anyway, these were given to me by my little ones. 2 years old. She's been collecting them. And she gave them to me on my birthday. Is that cool or what? That's Tony. That was also given to me by my little one. She would go pick these out, and her mom would go buy them. She bought these for me. She's an adorable little sweetheart. Anyway, that's chief engineer, and this is our board of directors. No. Let's take that back. No. This is gonna be pretty bad. My lawyers are not gonna like this one, but it is what it is. That's our company attorney right there, and over here, this is the board of directors. So let's meet the people right here. This is Tony, chief engineer. That's our lawyer. Lawyers and content. Did you just call me a shark? Oh, is anything that's a good thing, ain't it? Okay, and over here we have the board of directors right there. They make all the decisions. I should have some paperwork in front of them right now. Yeah. So my little one, sorry Taco, my little one knows that I like sloths. That's my favorite animal. And she went and got me a little collection of sloths. Pretty cool, ain't it? Sweet little girl. And meanwhile, we've got some really deranged, sick individual who's basically making fun of those sloths that the same little girl got for me. Also, trying to make mockery of my cat. Seriously? You're picking on a cat? That shows you at the end of the day, again, not professional. He's got 2 cats. I could not care less. That's your business in the day. I'm not going to take pictures of your cat and try to slander you with them. That's just childish. But again, people show who they are. So, they are who they are. Oh, shoot, we're going to the website. What am I doing? I'm setting up a screen. Look at him over there. I'm about to put some more food out there for your buddies. If I don't have food out there for him, the animals need food, number one, but when his buddies ain't out there, he gets pretty sad. He gets a squirrel that comes to visit him. So, what are we going to do over here? Man, when Mr. Berg gets the time, I want to take out the LED lights, take everything out, and go from there. Let me see if I can turn it to the side. It's a company information coming through. All right, let's go over to the website. I'm having a ball putting up my demonstrations because it's much easier, because I have to go through the site and I have to dig this up and dig that up, and it's better if we have everything there. It's on the blacklist. Let me see. We need to go to the home page. And it makes it so much easier because then I can just say, hey, just go to the website and they can see all the tests under the 44. They can see tests under the Phantom, stuff like that. So now we're going to have it on 120 inch. We got to expand it because all those are on 88s. Now we're going to have it at 120. So I got to put 2 more in there on 120. So I want to put this on big displays. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. I want to do the short throw because we haven't done any short throws yet. So I want those up there. We got short throw, long throw. I want to do a couple more for Pico. That's a good Pico screen right there. See that screen right there? That's a good size screen for a Pico projector. I haven't measured how big that was, but it's a good size screen for a Pico projector. I wouldn't advise using a Pico projector for a 120 inch screen. Don't do that. You wouldn't do that on anything to begin with. Just go and buy a real projector. I'm saying it's not a real projector, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get a portable projector. It's better. All right, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down. So this is our test demonstration of me painting on the screen. We're going to do one for the 44 too. I'm going to actually do another screen, and I want to paint on that one too. So we can have that one to match up. This is a paint demonstration for that. I got to put the slideshow in today. Showing our products outside. I got to go in and change those numbers too. The numbers are actually the file numbers, but I'll change all that later on. I'm kind of busy. All right, customer demonstrations. We got the customer. He's going to be posting his pretty soon. He's going to have the PS5 displayed on him. He's having a ball with that one, so he's going to be showing it off. Oh, it's going to be freaking. Oh, it doesn't feel too bad. Oh, sorry. The kitchen's a little hot though. These are customer video demonstrations. You know, they're all outside or inside, whatever they have them at. Outside, we're going to expand that page too. I might just make a separate page. We have these right here, but we don't have enough room for the customers. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make another page strictly for the customers, because on the front page we got a lot of them on there. We got to fill these spots right here. These spots need to be filled. So we got 3 more spaces right there. That right there is a 39 Black Widow. You have that down there. Slideshow for that one. Over here, this is the 44 Professional Black. Professional. Make sure I got that spelled right. Professional Black. I'm going to take a spelling check on that. Spray on kit demonstration. So this is where you can go and check out the tests. All the tests are done live. So right here, yeah, I'm gonna put another black. We got another empty area there. I'm gonna put another black versus black. Did it be black versus black? Wait, I'll update. Let me see something for a minute. Refreshes. I know we filled up that spot. Refresh my page. So I didn't publish it. I'm pretty sure I published it on the side. That's the carousel. I love the carousel. Anyway, here's the customers right there. All right, it's the 44. Huh. Let's see. That's a white level. Let me see something. Let me go into my editing page. Go back on over there. See if we published it. I don't know if I published it or if I saved it. Because we have demonstrations on it right now, but the black versus black is supposed to be on there. So I wonder if I published it when I was over there working on it. Whew. Maybe something to drink first. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I only got my 200, blessed to get the 250 done. Thank you, Jesus. Man, that was a travel, boy. It was a travel just trying to figure out how we're going to put the application on. Whew. But now we got some options too. White level test. Okay. We need to go in. I didn't put them on there. They're supposed to be on there. Let me see. What do we have here? Oh, it's right here. I knew I put that on there. This is a black versus black. Okay, I knew I put that test on there. Let me see something. I don't like how the video players are hitting together. That's what I don't like. Right there, they're way too close together. Why are they that close? Definitely overlapping too much. Alright, that's better. That's better. Yeah, I knew I put it there. It's right there. That's why. This is the test black house paint, fabric, and film right there. Over here we have, yeah, that's all. It's all there. White level, color level, test, short throw. Outside, ultra short throw, certified against our products. Certified. Oh, we can do the certified ultra short throw. That's what we didn't do. All right, I got to go to Amazon. I got to pick up the Vivistorm ultra short throw surface, and I need to check Elite Screens. I need to see exactly if they have the ceiling light rejection for the 2 and 3. So we need to do that. So we got plenty of time. We're doing pre-orders this week. But good thing we got a chance to find out that we don't have to put it in 64. We're going to do probably, let me see. See if we can break this down. I want to see if we can get it. We need it. I want to, it's 32 to paint 120 inch with that coating. But I want to make sure we have a little bit left over for the customer. We have about that much left over, but that's me at the end of the day. Customer may use more. So we know that we're going to be able to paint it easily with that. We did it easily with that with no problem. The coating application goes on really nicely, very smooth. But I still want a little bit extra. I'm going to see if I can find 40-ounce containers, because that's what I need. 40 ounce will be perfect, because for 150 inch, and we got to coat that in too. Yeah, we got to do a 150 inch coating. That's probably going to take about a 48 to a 50 ounce, but we can't just say it. We have to actually do it, so we have it on record. So that's what we're going to have to do. I'm going to turn those into instruction demonstrations. What do you want? All right, let me see what we got here. All right, so these are test demonstrations. That's the slideshow. All right, that's perfect. The floor right here, I'm going to recoat it with that 44, because I have to do floor displays on here too, so we need that there also. All right, so we need 2 kits. We have one kit, it's going to do 100 inch to 120 inch. That's going to be one kit. And then we're going to have the big boy kit, which is going to be a luxury kit. It's going to come, we don't know how much it's going to take to coat the 150 inch, but it'll come with LED lights and a surface. So that we have to pay for any of that. So that's going to be about $640. That'll definitely work. All right, let me see. So this one we need to put, these are the 220s, 120 inch. We do need the 3D mapping applications that we definitely do need. As the floor displays, we're going to do them. Ceiling light rejection. We need 4 more videos for that. Okay, so this one, we don't need all this for this. There's way too many videos in here for this. So we're going to take these out. We don't need these. Let's get rid of these. There's too many videos for this. I think I'm going to put my sponsor sheet. I'm going to put my sponsor sheet for advertising for the companies in the marketplace. So we're going to expand the marketplace a little bit, put some advertising in the marketplace. All right, let me see. and these videos have to be redone. We don't have the phantoms anymore, so I'm going to have to do some demonstrations today for the ceiling. We have to do 2 pre-recordeds for the ceiling. That we're going to have to do. At least we got the big screen or 2 back too for that too. All right, perfect. So we're going to do 2 recordings for the ceiling. Those will be pre-recorded for these videos right here because they have to be updated to 39 Extreme Black Widow. And let's get the title a little farther down. We have to add more test demonstrations. All right, so that's perfect for this right here. We're going to change these 2 videos out. Let's get this one. Where are you going at? Clean this. I need this. Bring this whole bar system down. Alright. Right there. This is going to be pre-coats. So the pre-coats have to be done because now the pre-coats are no longer 38s. The pre-coats are basically, alright, this is what I'm going to do. We'll do the rest of the test today. And then tomorrow I have to do pre-recordings for the ceiling and pre-recordings for the acoustic screens. So let me get these set up now. I'm going to get rid of this video right here. And I'm going to go in and grab myself another video to put there. We'll do those tomorrow. I just might get 2 of them knocked out today. Just get them done today. We'll add them in. They're going to be pre-recorded anyway. They won't be live. So we're going to put them here. I want it to come up crystal clear. So we're going to put you right there. A little bit more over. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, I'm going to put this right here. Alright, this is going to be, we're changing this out to 39. 39. No, 40, no, 40, no, 39, 39, you can do that. We just changed all of that. Okay. Advanced ambient projection, acoustic projection screens. Alright, that'd be perfect for that. Let's save that. That's already set up. I'll knock both of them out today. They're only short videos anyway. And so we can get out of the way. Alright, so that right there is already set up, ready to go. Alright, this is the floor projection. There. Let's put this one. Man, I was thinking about it. When's the last time I actually watched regular TV? That's what the customers ask me. How long has it been since I've been on TV? I've been without TV for like 13, 14 years, like a long time. I don't use them. I don't need them. But this right here is driving me nuts because I'm using this wall. I hate this wall. But this is a project, and I gotta find time to use a project. We have to paint upstairs to basically, because this wall has a weird color to it. So I gotta basically putty everything in real nice, and sand it down real nice, and remove all the LED lights off of it, and that's gotta go, and then we paint all this back originally the way it was, and we move the screen over here. reason why we don't have the projector over there and the computer over here, because the heat comes out on this side, and I don't want to cook in my hard drive. So it's better if it's here. It's in on top of it, doesn't hit me at all either. So I got to take all this down, paint the screen in here from there, and get rid of all of this. Get it all back to normal. And put the LED lights here. But if I'm going to put a screen in here, I want something. I'll probably do a thin sheet of plexiglass. I want a kind of a Miami Vice kind of look, because that's what I'm going for the kitchen. That's why it has the pink and blue in here. And then let's see, I got to scrape and get a piece of the deck, color that, do a touch-up job on the deck, go hit the Canon and put a sealer, seal the entire deck, so it's basically won't have any problems with it. Everything's good with it, but still, if we have any problems, I want to catch it. Any pieces of wood that are basically deteriorating, I'm tearing all that out, replacing the beams. I'm going to replace some of the planks, and that's basically about it. Easy job. Knock it out real quick, stain it all in, and done. They should have stained it, but they put, I don't know what kind of paint they put over time. They do a good job at all. We have to rip the whole thing down and just basically just rebuild it all over again. And this time we'll put the original stain so you can see the original grain push through. That's why I can't stand when people have beautiful crown molding. This is original crown molding with the house. And they cover it over with white paint. Like, that's just so trashy. And just basically it'd be beautiful if they basically put the original wood with it, and especially if they use like a kind of a cherry, what do you call it? I like the color too. It's like a cherry stain. It has that kind of like black with a reddish look to it. Oh, it's gorgeous. No. We're gonna go cheap. We're just gonna paint it over with some acrylic white paint and just ruin it all. Yeah, that just takes away from it. Okay, let me see. But yeah, I like the fact that the house has crown molding. There's crown molding all over the house. That's one thing I noticed when I walked in the house. Like, oh, we got crown molding. Yeah, the details, man. It's all about the details. And the kitchen, I love the kitchen. The kitchen's big. The kitchen is so big that when we first moved in here, this was a dining room. This was a dining room, big dining room table and all that in there. Well, that's how we did the dining room table. I was like, nah, I needed that for the theater. And the kitchen was so big, we just said, well, we just eat in the kitchen because the table, the kitchen's big enough. But I never eat there at all, period. I've eaten at that table probably 2 or 3 times. That's basically about it. Most times if I'm eating, I'm probably in there watching TV, or I'll be out on the deck with something. But other than that, I only sit there once in a blue moon for something, or somebody comes over. We have more than one person, they can sit there. No one sits in Taco's couch, just Taco's couch. No one sits in Taco's couch. I don't think you would want to. You would wake up with a fur coat. As a matter of fact, I got to go in, I got to vacuum this Taco. Taco has to be vacuumed every day. Taco might be part German Shepherd, I'm not sure. All right, let's get this done, because the screen downstairs is drying while we're doing all this. Make sure the videos are all separated. These are sticking together. These are overlapping like crazy. Why are these all overlapping? All right, then let's expand everything. We got enough room here. We'll do is we'll widen everything. All right, so what do we got here at the bottom? This right here. Okay, let's go bring this down here. Bring this all the way down here. Bring this right to there. All right, so that's sized up real nicely. And let's bring the whole picture show down here. The carousel picture show. We'll put it right there. All right. And now let's bring these pictures a little more. certified ultra short throws. That's what we gotta do. Okay, certified ultra short throws. I need to put that in there. Come on, let's play nice. Let's play nice. Alright. I need to put that extra video here so we do the certified ultra short throws. We can have those right next to each other. Alright, that's perfect. Give me this one. Here. I'm going to put a nice summary in here. So we'll expand this right to here. And I'm going to put something there for the time being. Alright, because I need to put that there for the time being, because I got to put a whole summary about what's about, what screens up there, what the tests are about, stuff like that. But just putting that for the time being. Alright, that's perfect. Let's save this. So we added extra videos in. We had to bring the page down a little bit more. So for the marketplace, as I said before, that's where we're going to put our advertising for the companies there. We're going to put a section there. Our, for companies we're doing business with, we have other information down there. A lot of these are restaurants. A lot of them are restaurants that are using our technology. So we don't have any other distributors down there. You know, pointless. These are stores that we gave the contract agreement with for free products to advertise in the store and trade for advertising for us. That's what their contracts are for. So we advertise whatever they're doing with it. It could be somebody selling fish and speaker systems, whatever it could be at the end of the day, restaurants, stuff like that, arcades, stuff like that. I have to auto save one through, because that's gonna be a bummer to do that again. I hate that crap, man. It happens with websites once in a while. You'll be sitting there doing all this work, and in a minute it's like, oh, you got to refresh the page. If I got to refresh the page, that means I might have to do this all over again. That's the auto save kicked in. Oh, great. Give Mr. Bird more work today. I already got work to do today. I'm gonna need more work on top of more work. Let's see if we gotta do this all over again because the website hiccuped. Okay, Oh, it did go through. Thank you. Perfect. It did go through. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right. That's a black versus black test right there. That is $130 ultra short throw projector, ultra short throw outside, white level color and contrast test using 1000 lumens, certified screen demonstration, ultra short throw demonstration right there. These are going to be filled up with something else. White level test right there. We do with the white sheets versus our technology in white levels. More videos added there too also. Gamer demonstration right here. This right here is a 720p performance. Showing how amazing it was without calibrating. And we got more demonstration script. We got enough room. I have to go in and I have to put the short throw in. Certifies have to be done for ultra short throw. All right, I'm gonna go in there and get that sample sheet from the Vivid Storm. All right, that's all finished and done. I'm gonna have to check my screen. Man, screen is dry. Bring it up. So I'm gonna put you guys over here. I gotta bring it to the front because the thing is not going up the stairs. It's too big. Get this shirt. Yeah, I need you to move out of the way. Okay, I'll bring something heavy through. Well, not heavy, but you know, something big. Come on, need to behave. I don't have time for your shenanigans today, Papa. Oh, please don't lay there. Do not lay there. If I'm bringing this from you, better not lay in the middle of the floor, buddy boy. Do that crap. Do not do that crap. Lay in the middle of the floor. Come on, move. Maybe something smaller where I'm not on. He can't open up the door and get out. The Tahoe does the dumbest stuff. I swear it does the dumbest stuff. Well, nobody does really stupid stuff. Let's figure out a way to do the dumbest stuff you can possibly think of with 9 lives. Come on, let's get at it. Move it. Come on, move it. Come on. Look at my pants all day. Perfect. Keep your butt out of trouble. Now let me see. We got to get ready for the hanging the big one. Right, nothing in the path, nothing in the way. All right, you stay put, buddy. You stay put. term curiosity killed the cat. Go run out of the way. Man, you better not be in my path, boy. Better not be in my path. Get your butt out of my way. I'm sitting right there and stare at me. Good gracious, man. Man. I'm sitting there trying to get the screen through. He's sitting there looking at me in the middle of the floor like, and get out of the way. I knew you were going to do that nonsense. Ugh. Forgetting how big these things are. Man, thank God that wasn't a Shelby. Do you have any idea how heavy Shelbys are? I told you. Those things are heavy. Man, it's a big screen. It's not bigger than the other one I have in there. That's 127. Good. We may have to raise the screen a little higher up because we're definitely clipping the sofa. That we definitely are. So I'm going to have to raise it a little higher up because we're going to clip the sofa big time. Sorry about yelling at you, man, but gee whiz. I swear, you can be carrying the most heaviest thing ever. A cat will walk right in front of your path, stretch, and take his time walking. You lost your mind today. Imagine you were. Daddy! Fire! What did I do? Walking it, man. He's walking it. Right in front of the head. You're back. My God. No. Shit. Let's get some more straight for this. I got you. I ordered you the kitty litter, so it'll be here today. I got you. Where in the world is my drill? Please don't tell me I left it downstairs. Seriously? Can't come down. Not downstairs. Someplace out. I just had it 2 minutes ago. I'm hunting for my drill. I have no idea. Last place I had it at. Let me think here. Here it is in the chair. So around here somewhere. No, it's used a few minutes ago. Should be. Okay. Gotta go to the side because we can't pick it up, it's too big. I'm a little off. Yeah, on this side, a little bit off. Gotta bring it down just a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit off. Oh, be careful, bird. I get hurt doing this. Okay, straight. Okay. Let me sit up. Let me get the equipment here. Everything's set up. around. I'll make the door for you, okay? Just had to go get that done first, okay? Whew. Oh, here you go. Knock yourself out and enjoy. Crazy day today already. All right, well, controls. Please tell us the remote is upstairs. Let me see. Where's the remote controls? Leave them in the basement. It's always something. Thinking we got the remote controls. Don't have the remote controls. Thought I brought everything up with me. And I did not. So we got going on over here. Remote controls, remote controls. No. Nothing. Okay, let's go search. In the office. Nope. Not it. Definitely not it. Ah! Man. Got everything done on time. And I literally don't know what I did with the remote control. So here it's right here. Ah! Driving myself nuts here. Yeah, I can feel the heat pushing up already outside. Come on, Alexis. Let's play nice today. It's hot. I'm tired, hungry, and thirsty. Only thing I had today is my meds, and that's it. And the screen looks so good. My God. Man, it went on perfectly. God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Tell me it's not beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. We don't care. Let them hate. We don't care. Let them hate. All right. Let's get our zoom up on this baby. Let me see. I need zoom. How big are we going to be to get in there? You can get bigger. We got the room to go back as far as we want. Move that, man. So happy, so happy. The devil ain't liking this, but I don't care. I forget safety. I don't care about him. Look at what I got over here, not the devil. Let me see. Man, I'm so happy. Let me get a red screen. Let me see. I need a red screen. We're overlapping, so I need a red screen to see here. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yes. I love it. That is it's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Let's go over here. We're in 16:10. We need to be in 16:9 so we can fill the screen out. Let's bring it down some on the lens shift. Minus it's going to be my outside screen on the other side. I love this. I'm going to have a 235.1 next. Oh, God is good. God is good. God is good. Is he not? Let me see. Bring it back a little bit more. Bring it down some. Get a little bit more out of it. Let me see. Zoom. Bring it down some. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border in there. I'm going to see the screen. It's nice and black. $4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Bam, got it. Is amazing. That is awesome. You got a keystone a little bit in there. Keystone a little bit. Let's go to here.
Only two things are forever. Love, Liberty Mutual customizing your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And if anyone objects to this marriage, Kevin, no, not today. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Let's see something for a minute. Let's go over here. What I said, the bigger the screen, the more light it's going to have contact with the screen. So that light flaring down the middle, that's from the overhead lights. That's 150 inch on the side. We got 180 inch over top and 160 on the floor. They all take in light. I just put the projector in eco mode. I want to see how it reacts in eco mode. I'm so happy. God is awesome. So we got it at 120. We're going to do 150 next. And we're going to do a 235.1. I need that for myself. AK Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. Fully lit environment, big screen, 720p projector. And again, if you want to see the screen's demonstration, test demonstrations, go to the website. Oh man, this is gonna be wonderful for my customer. My customer's gonna really love this one. I'm gonna expand the website by 4 more videos. We need to cover these. We only had one. No, we got enough for 4 of them. Yeah, we got enough for 4 of them. We can run the rest of the tests on these. We'll do a showcase demonstration. We'll do one of these outside. Some tropical fish. 4K relaxing tropical fish. Definitely gonna do some gaming off of this.
I love Five Below. They have everything. It's so fun.
It's all here, or here. The newest cool stuff, right?
White levels are absolutely amazing. And mind you, white levels are used in everything. I mean, literally everything. Let me show you a little closer how clean this looks. That's how clean the image is. See how you can see the reflection off the water bouncing off the rocks. That's how clean the image is. I don't want to be that close, I gotta be back here. When the application went nice and smooth, there's absolutely no odor to the surface, nothing. Now keep in mind, you saw all the test demonstrations for this technology. Like I said, we got it all backed up on the website. You can go check it out anytime you want to. But as you can see, this technology right here has the ability to do things that other screens can't do. And at our whopping 120-inch display on a 720p projector, it looks absolutely incredible. I got the projector in eco mode right now. I want to see how the screen would be able to perform. And man, it is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get my showroom. Can't wait to have these on display. And the beautiful thing about it is my customers don't have to spend all this money. No calibrating, no dark environments, no expensive projectors. I love this. Let's bring it up a little bit here. I'm going to go to the, here. There we go. Now, the first kit will come with a 2 option. The surface is big enough for you to choose anywhere from a 50, 100, and 120 will be the max size. This will be your max size right here. The second kit we're going to have is going to be 150. That's going to be the big boy kit. That's going to come with some chasers or LED lights and all that cool stuff. And it does come with a surface. Both kits come with surfaces, so you can basically decide on what surface you want to go with. And as you can see, it goes on nice and smooth. It's just, man, it's so flat, so smooth. And the spray-on application is very easy to do. The minute you shoot on the candy, you will see it will cover right away. So you don't have to sit there and spend so much time trying to cover one spot. It covers extremely fast. Drying time, no time at all. By the time we're upstairs doing that little bit of work, the screen was drying downstairs. So we're going to start pre-orders probably around Wednesday. I'll have the rest of the test done posted to the website so you can check out our work, check out the test. And we're going to do a couple of other demonstrations I want to do like building different screens, different frames, stuff like that, tutorial videos on helping other things on how you might want to utilize the technology. We are going to do it on a different surface today, so we got another one to paint too. So the one we already did, we're going to cover that over with spandex, prime that, paint it, and then display it side by side, see if there's any difference in it too. That will allow us to get options to a 150-inch screen, which, how big is a 150-inch screen? That's a 150-inch screen. That's how big a screen's going to be. So consider the fact that the sample sheets, certified sample sheets that this screen was able to take on, if we just pick 2 of them out, that's $8,000 already. One $5,000, one $3,000. And mind you, these certified screens, again, you have to have a special screen for ultra short throw. You will not be taking this outside. You'll be in dark environments, which I've seen from demonstrations. You will be calibrating because your colors are going to have some difficulty pulling off. And then on top of that, our technology pulls a 100% contrast level, pure black, where they can't do that, even if the projector has a high contrast ratio. And consider the fact that just for $3,000 to $5,000, that is a 100-inch screen. That's it. This technology, for the price we're going to probably round it off for, I can't tell you what, we got to crunch the numbers a little bit, because it has to be less than the 640. The 640 will go to the 150 because we didn't need that much paint to paint it. But as I said before, consider the fact that $3,000 to $5,000 for a 100-inch to around, we can't tell you the price yet because I figured it out, for probably, I'd say roughly around 540, 525 in that price range. For a screen that goes from a 100-inch to 120. You consider that. So we give you that option. That's why we give the surface is big that comes with it. You have that option. A 100-inch or a 120-inch without paying any more. Oh, we got to go back a little farther. I like to get the whole area. Man, that screen is so sick. I cannot wait. Off camera, I don't even know what I'm going to watch off of this. This is why I'm getting this and there. Oh, we're at 258. Wow, we went over, did we not? But it just, I needed to have the screen dried. I needed to have the screen done. It had to be done. You know, we need this. This is very important. $4K demonstrations. Ooh, let's go with let's do some OLED demonstrations since we got black technology. Tell me my Lord and Savior is not amazing. He is awesome. That's why I said the devil can reign and get upset and angry. We don't care. We got Jesus on our side. Man, God's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Every time I praise him, give him thanks, he always says, well, you haven't seen anything yet. I got more for you. So we start pre-order Wednesday. We still have more tests to go. We have to do short throw tests. We ultra short throw death on everything, but we need ultra short throw for certified screens. I have to go order some more certified ultra short throw screens. We got 3D mapping applications. I got a big enough screen for 3D mapping. It's gonna be fun right there, having some fun with 3D on it. Let's see. What else we got? We want to take it outside and definitely do a couple of demonstrations outside. You have to. A couple of demonstrations outside. It'll be fun. Yeah, I am so happy. All right. That was a bad idea. I had some juice laying over there on the sofa. And I forgot I had cough drops last night, and I dropped the cough drops and they marinated in it. That's a rude awakening. But it was pretty good though. Good idea. Yes! Yeah! Crazy or destructive. Every time, Taco. Every single time. Go on the deck. Don't get in any trouble. Turn around and rebel without a cause. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Come here, you little bandit. Come here, little bandit. What you up to? Blasting a lot of stuff this week. What I love about the most, because my thing was, I didn't think, all right, so basically when you have a thin formula, sometimes it may have some issues being able to marry to a surface, especially if the surface is a different color. That may be an issue. So we have to do a white surface. We're going to do all white surface, see how fast we can coat it, how fast it's going to take to it. So now it's a white surface, we can coat anything we want. Because I don't want a black primer, or people using dark primers or whatever. I just use whatever we have in the shop. But again, I'm going to have to do a white surface sooner or later. Or coat one. We'll do like a portable 50-inch. Because I've been down to do one of those anyway for camping demonstrations. Now I'm going to the forum and say, look, I just got myself a 120-inch OLED TV. Like, what the freak? How much? How much did you pay for that? My neighbor saw me carrying up the driveway. They literally thought I was carrying a TV. Like, good gracious. Is that a TV? I said, no, it's a projection screen. Painting that thing was so easy. People were asking me which one had been faster, rolling or painting. I could roll a screen in no time at all and rolling screens. But the painting process was really freaking easy. I mean, really easy. It married to the surface so fast, so quick. Look at it, no marks, no imperfections, no streaks, nothing. Married perfectly to the surface. Sometimes you can have some areas that are married well and other surfaces and go, ugh. Now as for plexiglass, I don't know why. It doesn't work with plexiglass. I tried it already. It does not work with plexiglass, Jack. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Right, the wallpaper surface is fiberglass. So we'll test one of those two also. Because I do want to wallpaper this now. This would be sick in wallpaper. Happy. And the reason why we're way back here, because this is where you're supposed to be. It's a 120-inch screen. So I need to see if I can see that screen from here with no problem whatsoever. Oh, I can't wait to get our show home. Oh, it's gonna be such a blessing, such a blessing. I gotta bring the customer down again. He's gonna come like, what the? 100? Yes, 120-inch. It's on a 720p projector. So we're on the Chrissy LW41 720p projector, discontinued in 2012 or 2011, somewhere in that area. But anyway, they were 270, but they jumped. The merchants are watching these demonstrations because usually we talk about a projector, it starts to jump. But still, at say one for now like $500, still worth it. Consider the fact that spending $3,300 or $4,100 for a projector, you're still sitting in the dark because the screen can't see it. And you're still saving money. Always said, they can't save themselves money. How can they save you money? I'm gonna go make myself some juice. I'm happy. Yeah! Yeah! All the folks are coming to eat the food. Great. Fantastic. I think they like the food. Taco walking through, not trying to be seen on camera. Your buddies are out there. Your birds. We had people, like I said, I showed you the messages. They're observing about teasing us about the scrap frame. Yeah, there you go. You can make a frame by using the scrap. Using scraps, you don't have to have. It's called improvising. That's what it's called. Doesn't make a difference how we build the frame. It's the technology that's applied to it. You're not going to see the back of the frame. Who's going to say, oh, let's check out the back of the frame. I'm going to check this. Please. To show people how they don't have to go out and they don't have to, if you don't have the wood, if you have some scraps laying around, you can build the frame easily. To show people how to save money. Could have went to Home Depot, spent the money for the lumber, could have cost us more money. We just scrapped and took apart some frames and built another frame with it. Show you how to save money. Like I said, these are people at the end of the day that can't even save themselves money. How are they going to save you anything? Oh, let's do the LG beta fish. I gotta see it on this thing.
Getting that from YouTube.
Beautiful home design starts at Avalon Flooring. Whether it's a total renovation or simply refreshing a...
But yeah, you can build a screen out of scrap parts. I do it all the time. Saving some money. Especially when you get wood from Home Depot and it's curved a little bit on the end, just cut that part off, measure how long it's going to be, put another extension onto it. That one has 2 extensions behind it. Ooh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Love it. I see that much. All right, so I know we're going to need 64. Pretty much, I would say about 64, but we won't know until we get to 150 inch. But I'm saying roughly 64. So we'll see when it gets in here. We're going to do this one at around 535 at 40 ounces. And you get the option, like I said, the surface option of 100 inch to 120 inch. So that's how big the screen's going to be. We'll give you the measurements and exactly what it took to build it. This thing's approximately 120 inch, one into the next. So it's like getting 2 screens for the price of one price. 100 or 120, it's up to you what you want to build. Or you can build something odd in between. They're 150 inches. They're going to be good for maybe 235.1 applications because that's how I'm building mine. One is going to be out of a 235, one's going to be out of a 150 inch. As a matter of fact, got to build a 150 inch. I'm taking my old 150 inch down and put the new one up. Because that one, it's ripped up pretty bad, and I need a new one anyway, and they don't make the 150 inch in that surface anymore, so fantastic. I'll make one up for that one out there too. So the 150 inch kit, that's the one that's going to be 640. We're going to add LED lights in with that, and we're going to add, of course, the surface comes with it for free. It also too comes with the surface. Outer space, 4K screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
We're gonna get started on the 150s right away. So we have a surface done. Well, actually, it's gonna work anyway because we painted the 129. And 129 downstairs has the same application that the 150 is gonna have. So yeah. So we'll knock out a 100-inch, no, the 80-inch, 88. We're going to be converting that with that surface, get that one done. And then we'll start. We'll get that kit set up. So it shouldn't be hard to get it all done. Testing's already done already. Majority, most of the testing's done. I'm so happy with this. So you have no idea how happy I am. It's a lot of work. A lot of work to do. But at least we got the test demonstrations on the website for display for everybody. Put in a couple of paint on applications. The surface went well. It's so smooth. It's so clean. That's what I love about it. And it's easy. It's not hard to do. It's very easy to do. Black OLED design look to it is absolutely gorgeous. Got the colors pop. And the beautiful thing about it is you don't have to have HDMI because we're not using HDMI ports. We're using our VGA with an adapter. Doesn't make a difference if you don't have HDMI. Doesn't make a difference if it's 720p. We're running 720p right now. We've done this on 1000 lumens. We've done this on ultra short through inside and out. Pulls up high enough white levels. We got it in eco mode. I put it in eco mode right now. Panasonic 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, never mind. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
You do both of those.
With Roe v. Wade overturned.
Come on, people. Oh, let's not start that.
Okay. Ooh. Keep those on that.
It's on sales now.
Hurry in and find the one.
Man, I probably got a whole, while we're doing this demonstration right here, I probably got a whole mess of hate mail going through right now. But again, we don't care. And I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to go and delete it, get rid of it, as we usually do. It's a shame, but man, that's how people are. How people are. We got the whole crew out there. Patches and everything. It's impressive. It's so impressive. At first, like I said, seeing it at, we had it at 50 inches, 88 inches, but at a maximum of 120 inches. Wow. Oh, man. Well, no, we did it on, we did the other one, but this was a different surface. This is one we built from the ground up. It's like you can build your own OLED TV. Really? And literally we just did. We literally built a OLED screen. And keep in mind, we're at 720p. Those of you who have 1080p and 4K projectors, you have any idea how crazy this is going to look? I don't know about the option of having that 2 million, 1 million, with how that's going to help you, because again, you would turn that off. You're never going to use it on this at all, period. That is beautiful. I gotta get a picture of this. Post this on the forum site. All right, people, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. That was a bit of a long one. We had a lot to do. I got to come back in. We got a customer's 120-inch screen. I want to coat and get that done so we can get out time for the ship packages to be picked up. So I'm going to do that one next. And then I'm going to, because I got plenty of time before the post office man gets here, I'm going to do that one next so we can get them taken care of. The other two orders, your stuff is being ordered, so you'll be good to go. I'll be sending you some email updates. The technology, we're going to have the pre-order shopping cart, which I'm going to start working on right now, will be available, and we'll have a launch date when the product will be available. The only orders that will be shipping out for this product is people that are on the order list only. So if you're on the list, you won't be able to get it. All right, with that being said, I have to go. Thank you all on this. Keep in mind, if you decide to go through PayPal, if you have it or eligibility to do payment arrangements, you are still going to be on the list. These are just 4 people that are going to be put in the pre-orders. They're the ones we ship out, and it'll be available for that group, but they'll get it first. All right, people, if you enjoyed the video demonstration, thank you for your time. I gotta come back in. I gotta do some more on this because this thing is crazy. Other videos to share, but we're way past time here. But I gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.